May I come in, sir? Come in, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
Ashutosh,
Sir.
give brief introduction of yourself, Ashutosh.
Sir, my name is Ashutosh. I belong to district Kurukshetra. I did my 10th class and 12th from Kurukshetra, securing 95% and 87% in 10th and 12th respectively. After that, I did my graduation from NIT Kurukshetra in Electronics and Communication Engineering. After that, in 2020 batch, I got selected as Block Development Officer. Currently, I am posted at Kurukshetra.
Okay.
Sir.
Ashutosh, as it is, you have done graduation in engineering
Sir.
and electronics and communication from a premier institution like NIT Kurukshetra.
Sir.
And you are already as a HCS allied.
Sir.
Firstly, what made you change your track from engineering, and especially engineering from one of the premier institutions?
Sir.
And secondly, even after having come to the level of HCS allied,
Sir.
still you want to get more into the proper HCS as such.
Sir.
So, anything you would like to share with us as far as your journey from engineering to HCS allied to
Sir.
now trying for HCS?
Sir.
Anything you would like to share? Why, reasons? What was the basic thought process?
Sir. Sir, when I was in NIT during my 4th year, I felt I am more inclined towards social services since my father is also an allied officer working with government of Haryana. So I was a little bit inclined because of him also, and being knowing about the nitty-gritties and the positives and negatives of this job, I started preparing for this examination, and luckily in 2020 I got through. And
that was your first attempt?
That was my first attempt, sir.
Okay.
And sir, having higher aspirations, I believe, is a good thing. Aspiring from being an HCS allied to become an HCS officer is what I think is the growth of my career, which I perceive is a very good thing according to me, sir. So that is a journey which I took from NIT to HCS allied, and now I am trying to be into HCS proper, sir.
Okay. You are an engineering graduate, electronics and communication is your field.
Sir.
As far as electronics part is concerned, during this COVID pandemic coupled crisis,
Sir.
or due to the trade war between China and the US,
Sir.
compounded by the ongoing conflict or war between Russia and Ukraine,
Sir.
there has been a lot of disruption and eco chains.
Sir.
And a commodity which has been hit the hardest, perhaps, is the semiconductors.
Sir.
Okay,
Sir.
and chips, because they are being used in each and every
Sir.
item which you produce.
Sir.
What is being done at the national level to overcome this problem?
Sir, I believe a problem comes with a solution, and since this is a problem, we should think about the solution and what positive can we get out of this problem, sir. According to me, since China, we are not importing as much amount since as we were exporting before, pre-COVID era, sir. So this is an opportunity for our country as a whole, so as to become our nation, so that our nation becomes self-sufficient in this field, sir. For example, recently Government of India has come up with the National Semiconductor Mission, and there is this product link incentive scheme which is going on for this semiconductor section also. So I believe this is going to bring in a huge opportunity, and as India is a huge market for consuming these products, so I believe this demand and supply will be met because of this COVID era and those global wars going on, sir. So I believe this is an opportunity which we should take with both our hands, sir.
You talk about Mission Semiconductor.
Sir.
There are two aspects to it. Number one is design. You're an engineer yourself.
Sir.
It is a very design-sensitive product line.
Absolutely, sir.
And the other one is production. Are we tackling both these aspects simultaneously, or at present focus is on one at the cost of the other?
Sir, in designing field, we are already very much ahead of other countries, sir, because we have the manforce, the premier institutions which are giving us the training per se, sir, so as to design very much capable equipment, sir. The thing where we are lagging is the production thing, sir, because, sir, we don't have the nitty-gritties and the technologies which this this industry particularly needs, sir. That's the very reason because of which we are importing such a huge amount of semiconductor from China, sir. So I believe our focus should be towards production, sir, since we are very much good in designing, sir.
Okay. As far as communication part is concerned, there is a lot of concern about this unplanned proliferation of these mobile towers,
Sir.
mobile or other communication equipment related towers, and a lot of electromagnetic radiations are being people are being exposed to these radiations. And you are already in the civil services. Tomorrow you may come across a situation where there is a conflict. A requirement is there to have proliferation of the communication
systems
based on these towers, but
sir.
you are also aware of the adverse effects of these electromagnetic rays.
Sir.
So how you would like to have a balanced approach so that we are able to optimize the use of technology as well as take care of the medical problems and concerns of the public.
Sir, with due permission, I want to just quote a case study which came across me when I was in the field. One of the industry wanted to have a plant in a village which felt in my area, and the local residents were hesitant of that tower because they thought that people have a concern that there will be radiations in the area because of the tower. So the industry came to me that the people of the village are hesitant of the fact that we are planting a tower over here. What should we do? So they started a education drive, a motivational drive for the people. Simultaneously, I asked the industry to have a NOC from all the departments, including the Gram Panchayat. If the people of the area are willing to give that NOC, then you may use that tower for the area, sir. So rightly said, sir, there is a concern between the people about the radiation things and the health issues. Simultaneously, sir, the industry, the tower industry, the communication systems are the need of the hour, sir. So we have to take care of both the things simultaneously, sir. The approach can be, the people should be be talked of the way that what are the solutions to this, what all dimensions are people caring about. Like there is a kind of I would believe ki people are not aware of what this technology can do and will do. I believe motivating and talking to them is one such solution, but we cannot compromise on either of the facts, sir.
Where are you posted right now?
Sir, I am posted at Kurukshetra, sir.
Kurukshetra.
Sir.
Would you like to share your views on us on digital divide at the national level and specifically in the state of Haryana?
Sir, digital divide, sir, is a very big concern. Digital divide, I believe, is more about urban and rural divide, sir. This is more of a phenomena which is seen in urban and rural areas. Per se, sir, urban areas, people are very much into this computer thing, mobile thing. But rural people are much away from these technologies, which I believe is a genuine problem, sir. And this should be taken care of because, sir, the rural people also needs technologies which they can get so that they may also take care of the schemes which the government is providing to them. So I believe digital divide is to be solved. One way is government has come up with optical fiber mission, which will provide high-speed internet through BBNL thing, sir. After that, there is many schemes of Honorable Prime Minister of the country is also going on to train the people of urban areas. Also, poor people, the family members of the poor are also aligned towards this training of the people, so that this digital divide can be reduced, sir.
Okay. Uh, this mission Gati Shakti
Sir.
is being implemented quite vigorously in India and also in various states.
Sir.
So, would you like to share with us what is being done at the state level in the state of Haryana as far as implementation of this mission Gati Shakti is concerned?
So, mission Gati Shakti is about connectivity, sir, and connectivity in terms of logistics, sir, in terms of highways, in terms of other parameters like railways, sir. So, Haryana in this case is very much working for PM to implement this scheme of Gati Shakti. Like, we have n number of highways which are being constructed across the state so as to enhance the overall.
No, I'm talking about the coordination between various ministries and department. There is something to do with that. I'm not talking about infrastructural development,
Okay, sir.
north-south corridor or east-west corridors.
Sir.
I'm talking about the inter-ministerial or departmental coordination. There is a mission going on, and there is a project implementation being carried out at the central level as well as at the state level.
Sir.
So, if you could just confine your answer towards that.
Sir, recently government of Haryana has merged very departments so as to reduce the red tapeism and the nitty-gritties which either department is facing. So this is one part of PM Gati Shakti, that departments which are redundant or not in service are integrated together, sir. Moreover, government is also planning to have the administrative secretaries of different departments to coordinate with each other at the district level also, so that the scheme implementation could be enhanced, sir. So I believe this will solve, or this will enhance the expectations of the PM Gati Shakti scheme also, sir.
Going a little bit international or regional level,
Sir.
Between Pakistan and Afghanistan, initially after Taliban took over,
Sir.
there were a lot of bonhomie and a lot of bravado being shown at the level of Pakistan,
Sir.
that India is going to be edged out of this whole game plan.
Sir.
In spite of the fact that India has already committed resources worth of 4-5 billions into the Afghan
Yes.
reconstruction process.
Sir.
But of late, the situation is getting reversed. What is happening and what are going to be the implication for India in general and states of Punjab and Haryana, which are not very far off from Pak border,
Sir.
as far as this security scenario which is emerging very fast.
Sir, you have rightly said, sir. India has heavily invested in Afghanistan. In Afghanistan Parliament, India worked too much to help establish a democratic government there, sir. Moreover, India had planned some Chabahar port also in Afghanistan. Like
Sorry. Anyway, the Chabahar port is not in Afghanistan. Anyway, you carry on. No problem.
Sir, the government has invested heavily, and this is a very sad state of affair that a democratic government is being replaced by a Taliban government over there, sir. This is a huge concern for us. But I believe stop talking to someone regarding a issue is not a solution to the problem, sir. Be it backdoor channel discussions or taking the Taliban government positively is what India should do and is doing, sir, presently. I believe, sir, Pakistan's link with Taliban has also has also affected India's concerns. And I believe, sir,
any dispute to do with the McMahon line? There is a McMahon line,
sir,
between Pakistan and Afghanistan.
Sir.
Any recent flare-up on that issue?
Sir, at the borders of Pakistan, Afghanistan, there is this Balochistan region, which is highly against Pakistan's own government, sir. So I believe India hopefully is also exploiting that region also, so as to control that problem of Taliban, because Balochistan people, they say that there is least development in the area in spite of the fact that the region is full of resources, sir. So this is the area where Pakistan government is also concerned to, that how will this Balochistan problem be solved, in spite of that the fact that Taliban is also in favor of Pakistan these days, sir.
Okay. Lastly, then on the Republic Day today, the main
Sir.
event which was held in Delhi,
Sir.
there were tableaus of various states.
Sir.
Okay.
Right.
What was the theme of the tableau of Haryana in that parade which took place
Sir.
today?
Sir, I saw that parade and saw the Haryana's Jhanki. It composed of the Gita's. Basically, the theme was based on Gita. The battlefield, the sermon which Lord Krishna gave to Arjuna, sir. Moreover, the Virat roop of Lord Krishna is also seen on the tableau, sir. So overall, Gita as such is the theme of Republic Day's parade from Haryana side, sir.
Did you see tableau of Punjab also there?
No, sir.
Was it there? You missed.
I'm not aware of it, sir.
You're not.
Actually, sir, I was planning to come to this place, so I just came across that Haryana's portion is also coming, so I came across that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah. Ashutosh,
Yes, ma'am.
you are related to two places, two important cities of Haryana.
Ma'am.
One is Kurukshetra
Right,
and the other is Panipat.
right, ma'am.
So, can you tell us about the historical background of Panipat and Kurukshetra?
Ma'am, both these cities have such a huge dimension of history into it, sir. Ma'am, like Panipat is very much famous for the three battles which happened on the battlefield of Panipat. The first battle, which was fought between Babur and Ibrahim Lodi, ma'am. The second in 1526. The second battle, which took place between Akbar and Hemu in 1556, ma'am. And the third one, which was fought between Marathas and Ahmad Shah Abdali in 1761, ma'am. So Panipat city is famous for wars, ma'am. And Kurukshetra district, Kurukshetra city is very much famous for the Gita shloks and the sermon which Lord Krishna gave to Arjuna at the battlefield, ma'am. So Kurukshetra is a religious place, ma'am, and not only for Hindus, ma'am. It is very much it is very much for Sikhs as such. For there are many gurdwaras in Kurukshetra which belong to Sikhism. So Kurukshetra is a very holy and religious city, ma'am.
And Mahabharat war, it took place
It
there?
took place. It is believed that the Mahabharat war was fought across 48 coasts, which composed of the districts across Kurukshetra, ma'am. So as a whole, this was an area of 48, 48 coasts, which we used to stay in everywhere. That the battlefield was of 48 coasts, that is 48 coasts, ma'am.
What's the main, message Gita gives us?
Ma'am, Gita as such gives us answers to most of the questions. One such phrase which I came across and I like is, ma'am, Gita talks about karma, ma'am. It says you have to work irrespective of what will happen to you afterwards, ma'am. So I believe, and I really believe in this, ma'am, and I am very much impressed with this very shlok, ma'am, also.
Okay. Ashutosh, Sigmund Freud says human personality is composed of three components, the main
Ma'am.
components. The one is id, the other is ego, and third is superego. Do you know that?
I'm not aware of it, ma'am.
You are not.
I'm not aware.
Okay. So I wanted to ask the one element is presence in the human personality by birth. What is it? So you don't know it, so it's okay.
I did not read about this. I'm sorry,
Okay.
ma'am.
So do you know your personality?
Ma'am, a person gets to know his personality over a period of time, ma'am. This is a very evolutionary process which comes
But
with
till
time.
today, I'm
Yes, ma'am.
asking
I'm aware of
So
it,
what do you
ma'am.
know about yourself?
Ma'am,
About Deepak, what do you know? Sorry, Ashutosh.
Ji.
Sorry.
Ma'am, I'm a very caring person, a compassionate person, Since I have worked in the government, I have felt that compassion for people. So my personality as such is a blend of, ma'am, at some places I need to have a strict composure also. At some times it is also compassion which needs to be done in the field, ma'am. So my personality as such is a blend of compassion at some places and some kind of a strictness at the other place, ma'am.
Any personality you like most?
Ma'am, actually, I believe the personality which I like most is my father, ma'am, because I try.
Why?
Ma'am, I am in touch with him from the past 30, 28, 27 years. I have come to know various facets of life, be it emotional fact, be it how to manage family, how to manage government, how to be honest in your work. So, according to me, a personality which I would emulate also is my father, ma'am.
Okay. Ashutosh, today's civil servant and 30 years back, what changes have been taken place in the service of civil servant?
Ma'am, present day civil services is more about delivery, ma'am. People are more aware about timelines, about different schemes, technology driven also. Civil services is presently, ma'am, technology driven. In earlier days, already also the civil servants were working and they were working really well. But with the present scenarios of technology, with more schemes into the people's pockets, so service delivery has taken a huge shape and is very much at very much a pace, ma'am. So this is, I believe, a transition which has happened from the past 30 years, ma'am.
Okay. How would you differentiate Punjab economy from the Haryana economy?
Ma'am, Punjab and Haryana are said to be brother and sisters because their economy, the mode of economy is matches with each other, ma'am. Both are primarily agriculture economies, ma'am. Both depend on agriculture because around 70 to 75% of their economy works and is driven by agriculture, ma'am. So I believe there is not much difference between Punjab and Haryana's economy, ma'am, per se.
So what happened, Punjab was the richest state in India. And now Punjab state is not capable to give the salaries to their employees. And Haryana is giving during pandemic also. Right now also they are paying pensions, they are paying salaries. What happened with Punjab?
Ma'am, I am not very much aware about the issues of Punjab because I did not come across any of such issue, neither of in my past college life and not in my present
But
service.
it's a neighboring state.
Right,
You
right,
must know.
ma'am, right, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I believe Punjab should have exploited because it has water resources with it, ma'am. And Haryana is, as such, is not very much having the resources which Punjab has. So, as you have said, the position should have been reversed, ma'am. Punjab should have been in a situation to give pensions and all to its fellows, in spite of the fact that they are having all those resources. They are not into it properly, ma'am. I believe, I'm not sure, ma'am, but I believe that maybe administrative structure or some sort of insurgencies that happened in Punjab took the Punjab economy and Punjab state a way back, ma'am.
Don't you think that 2-3 things which should come to the mind straightway? Number one is the drug menace.
Sir.
Number two is the criminalization, that criminal gang wars and
Sir.
criminal cult.
Sir.
Number three, the freebies by the present government,
Sir.
or to some extent even the previous government, be it Congress or Akalis,
Sir.
they have played havoc with the economy of Punjab.
I believe, sir, drug menace is a major problem which is moving the labor force, the force which Punjab has towards illicit things, ma'am.
So you should have answered.
Right. Sorry, ma'am.
These things are very common.
All right, ma'am.
Yeah. You are BDO, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So you should share with us your leadership experience at your workplace. In the sequence of situation overview and obstacles, any difficulties, and the end result. You just share with us.
Right, ma'am. Ma'am, I came across a village in my block which was doing pretty well before the Sarpanch tenure came to an end, because in elections recently in Haryana recently there was this elections going on. Before elections, that village was actually, the village was planned like the city of Chandigarh, ma'am. It has crisscross pattern into it. So the major problem which the government, which the residents of that village felt, was the grey water management, ma'am, in that village. So the Sarpanch's tenure came to an end, and the block development officer was the administrative head of the villages, ma'am. So this problem came to me, that the fellow residents of the village want a solution to the grey water management, ma'am. So I went to that village, studied about the slopes and all. Why is the problem happening in that village? So, ma'am, with me and the Gram Sachivs, we designed a plan to cater to the problem and solve this problem. Since we were not having any kind of interruption or intervention of any other fellow, because Sarpanch was not there. So, ma'am, we designed two things. First of all, we started door-to-door collection in that village, ma'am, because the nalis of that village were choked because of the plastic things, ma'am. So I thought the solution to this problem is the solution of this door-to-door collection. This will help the dust which is being carried into the nalis.
Door collection of
Garbage, ma'am. So that helped solve the problem of the dry and wet waste, ma'am. Afterwards, there is this 5-pond system in that village which was not working because no one took care of that. So I started with the help of Manrega scheme, ma'am. We cleaned that 5-pond system, and that system started working. And collectively, as a whole, very much problem of that village got solved, ma'am. And the grey water management, simultaneously the pollution problem. Moreover, ma'am, that village had a machine which used to convert plastics into pellets, ma'am. So I started that machine with the help of power department, and we started inputting those plastics into it, and what we got was plastic pellets, and that could be sold in market, ma'am. So as a whole, this model helped the village solve the problem, ma'am.
Okay.
So leadership, I put my heart and soul into the problem and got rid of the
Very
problem.
nice. Very nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
Why are Jain protesting across India?
Sir,
Been reading newspaper?
this news comes on and off, not in a regular fashion, but yes, this news comes in newspapers, sir. Giants as such are a very enlightening and very prosperous community, sir. I believe Giants population is less. One reason, I'm not very much sure about what sort of
Why
problem.
are they protesting?
Right, sir.
What is first constitutional amendment?
So the first constitutional amendment is related to land reforms, sir. Land reforms which Nehru eras came across, that a huge chunk of people had a small chunk of people had a huge amount of land with them, and most of the people in this country were not having any amount of land, sir. So this first amendment put a limitation on the land, which we say land ceiling on the fellows, and many land reforms were taken care of in this amendment, sir.
We hear about illegal sand mining in Aravlis and Tosham and even Morni.
Sir.
So what is the government doing with respect to that, and what should be done?
Sir, illegal sand mining in Haryana is a very big problem, particularly in the districts of Yamunanagar, Ambala, as you have rightly said, sir, in Morni, in Mahendragarh also, sir. Recently, there was this Dadam incident also happened in Bhiwani, sir. This is a very huge problem, sir. And I believe, sir, government is aware of the problem, sir. But the land mafia and the political nexus across it is slowing the pace of solution, sir.
So the current government politicians, they are hand in gloves with the mafia. That's why that's going on.
So that is one of the reasons because of which the problem is not getting solved on the field, sir.
What are other states doing to manage the illegal land mining?
So I'm not very much aware. Sorry, sir.
Okay. What is the origin of the name Panipat?
Sir, the name came from the word Pranprasth, sir.
So that was the earlier name.
Earlier name, sir.
The word Panipat, is it coming from somewhere? Is there any origin to it?
So I could not recollect, sir.
How many subdivisions are there in Haryana?
Sir, around 90 subdivisions are there in
90
Haryana.
subdivisions are there. आप कुरुक्षेत्र से हैं और वहां पर गीता जयंती मनाई जाती है।
जी सर।
गीता जयंती को हम अंतरराष्ट्रीय स्तर पर कैसे प्रमोट कर सकते हैं?
सर, गीता जयंती को राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर प्रमोट करने के सर कुछ रास्ते सरकार ने अपनाए हैं, सर। जैसे कि एक पार्टनर कंट्री को सर हम लेके आते हैं सर गीता जयंती में, जो कि सर वहाँ का कल्चर कुरुक्षेत्र में लेके आती है सर, और कुरुक्षेत्र का कल्चर उस कंट्री तक लेके जाती है सर। सो इन दिस वे सर जो हमारा गीता जयंती का महोत्सव है वो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर तक पहुंच रहा है सर। सर कुछ एक डायमेंशंस ये भी कहती हैं कि बाहर के जो डिप्लोमेट्स और जो फॉरेन एसोसिएट्स हैं सर, उनको भी हम गीता जयंती पे सर लेके आते हैं, ताकि वो हमारे इस कल्चर को सर पढ़ सकें, हमारे रिलीजन को, हमारी प्लेसेस को विजिट कर सकें सर।
ठीक, थैंक यू
सर।
थैंक यू।
You just wait outside for 5 minutes.
जी,
We'll call you back.
थैंक यू सर।
हेलो आशुतोष,
हेलो सर,
हाउ आर यू?
ऑल गुड सर।
आशुतोष, आपके लास्ट इंटरव्यू में कितने मार्क्स थे?
सर 52.75 थे।
बहुत कम मार्क्स दिए आपको उन्होंने कंपैरेटिवली, जिसे
सर,
आपको मिलने चाहिए उससे।
सर फोर्थ, सेकंड, थर्ड हाईएस्ट थे सर।
नहीं, जितने आपको मिलने चाहिए, जैसे आपकी पर्सनैलिटी है, आपके हाईएस्ट होने चाहिए।
सर बस मेरे से आगे 2 लोग और थे जिनको मेरे से ज्यादा मिले थे सर, बट उन्होंने सर कैप किया हुआ था कि उसके ऊपर वो देंगे नहीं
नहीं
marks।
रहते हैं
तो 53.75 हाईएस्ट था सर।
कितने?
53.75 और मेरे 52.75 थे सर।
नहीं, आपको तो बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स मिलने चाहिए। यू हैव गॉट ऑल दैट इट टेक्स। बस आप ना मतलब करंट अफेयर्स थोड़ा सा
मैं कर
रिवाइज कर
रहा
लें।
जी सर एक्चुअली सर्विसेज में ना टाइम नहीं मिल पाया था, टू बी वेरी फ्रैंक।
वही मैं कह रहा था कि you may not have got that much of time to prepare yourself
जी सर।
like this गति शक्ति,
हाँ सर,
अफगान
सर रिवाइज नहीं है सर ये टॉपिक।
problems, तो you are not being able to update yourself.
राइट सर, आई एम
थोड़ा सा-
अवेयर सर। मुझे आंसर देते हुए लगा सर कि ये टॉपिक्स का आंसर क्रिस्प होना चाहिए था।
चलो अब अपने असेसमेंट तो बताओ अपने बारे में।
रिगार्डिंग इंटरव्यू,
यस,
मैम मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा, बट कुछ क्वेश्चंस मुझे लगा कि जो मैंने अंडर परफॉर्म किए, जैसे पीएम गति शक्ति वाला असर था, पंजाब का सर मैम प्रॉब्लम था, उसमें कुछ क्रिस्प आंसर की जरूरत थी, बट मुझे नहीं पता था
बट
मैम।
ओवरऑल भी आपको क्रिस्प होना चाहिए, बी प्रिसाइज।
दिस इज व्हाट
ठीक है।
ये हमने
Be
लिखा भी है
precise.
कि व्हेन वी से अ लॉट बट मीन अ लिटिल।
ठीक है
तो उससे, जैसे मैं आपसे एक एक्सपीरियंस पर्सनल शेयर कर रहा हूँ अभी
Sir.
राइट नाउ एज वी स्पीक, यहाँ पर पुड्डा गमाडा में जो तहसीलदार लगे हैं वो
Yes,
मेरे स्टूडेंट हैं।
सर।
उन्होंने इंटरव्यू दिया, उनका रैंक 17 आया पंजाब PCS।
जी सर।
उनके इंटरव्यू में मार्क्स उनके 116, मतलब बड़ा इंटरव्यू होता है इनका,
जी
116।
सर। जी सर।
इस बार उनके इंटरव्यू में मार्क्स आए 90।
ठीक है सर।
तो कहने का
कम हो
पॉइंट ये है कि हाँ, कि कहने का पॉइंट ये है कि अपने को हमेशा जो है हर
Update
इंटरव्यू को एक नया इंटरव्यू की तरह कॉन्फिडेंस से बैक करना है।
जी सर।
इवन राइट नाउ ही इज पोस्टेड हियर, उनको पहले भी तहसीलदार मिला था, इस बार भी उनका रैंक 10 आया है,
ठीक है सर।
लेकिन उनको SDM कोई फायदा नहीं हो रहा ना, उनको
जी
SDM
सर।
मतलब वो तहसीलदार ऑलरेडी है।
ऑलरेडी
सो कहने का मेरा पॉइंट
ठीक है
ये है कि हम अपना बेस्ट देंगे। आप यू हैव ऑल दैट इट टेक्स, यू नो
Thank you,
दैट
sir.
यू हैव ऑल दैट इट टेक्स टू गेट इनटू द सर्विसेज। बस यही एक दो चीजें कि एक तो इफ यू कैन थोड़ा सा वर्बोसिटी कम करके
ठीक है सर।
टेक योर टाइम।
ठीक
You
है
don't have to be the most fluent guy in the room,
ठीक है सर।
but you have to be the most meaningful guy in the room.
Understood,
Second
sir.
thing is, you don't have to know everything. You know that already. So, even so, what I have realized that like जैसे for example जैसे हम जैन टेस्ट वाला था, या even NWFP वाला क्वेश्चन था जो
जी,
वो
sir.
बलूचिस्तान नीचे है, NWFP ऊपर है, छबहार ईरान में है,
हाँ,
छबहार
sir.
इधर
अफगानिस्तान तो लैंडलॉक्ड कंट्री है,
जी सर।
तो वहाँ पोर्ट तो होने का वैसे ही सवाल पैदा नहीं होता।
जी सर। सर मैं समझ गया एक्चुअली सर। अभी तक ना वो जॉब का पोर्शन थोड़ा ज्यादा था, तो अभी मैंने लीव ली है सर, और मेरा 3rd को इंटरव्यू है सर।
बट ब्रश अप।
ब्रश अप करने की जरूरत है मैम, मुझे
इसलिए
लगा।
कर लो आप ना।
So you will do great job.
Thank
You
you,
are
sir.
like the finest guy. बस यही है कि जो नहीं पता वो नहीं पता.
जी सर।
Why to like?
मतलब सर ट्राई नहीं करना चाहिए, जैसे जैन प्रॉब्लम का सर मुझे नहीं
हाँ,
पता था।
मतलब
आप बोलो आई एम नॉट अवेयर।
तो
ठीक है
अगर
ना।
क्या है कि आप
जी,
भूमिका तैयार करते हो कि जैन बहुत अच्छे हैं, जैन बहुत
हाँ,
prosperous हैं,
तो फिर ऐसे घुमाने वाली बात होती है ना।
हाँ,
जी,
टेस्ट
मैम।
कर रहे हैं,
ठीक है सर।
तो क्यों टेस्ट कर रहे हैं, बस हमें उतना बताओ। सिमिलरली जैसे आपको एक बहुत क्रिस्प व्यू पॉइंट आपका अच्छा था वो कि तालिबान के साथ में भी हमें टॉक्स का चैनल ओपन रखना चाहिए। वी शुडंट रिपीट द मिस्टेक दैट वी डिड इन 90s.
सर
व्यू point is fine,
Yes,
but
sir.
because you are going on and
On.
on and about all these other things,
Understood,
so
sir. ठीक है।
over contextualize.
ज्यादा हो रहा है,
हाँ, over
मतलब आंसर सर थोड़े मुझे लग रहा है ज्यादा लंबे आ रहे हैं
हाँ,
सर।
वही वो over contextualization की वजह से हो रहा
सर मुझे लग रहा है कि इसका एक रीजन ये है कि जब जैसे मुझ पे क्वेश्चन आ रहा है ना सर, तो आई एम नॉट टेकिंग टाइम टू कलेक्ट ऑल द टॉपिक्स, तो ड्यूरिंग आंसर ही मैं सोच रहा हूँ सर।
मतलब इमीडिएट रिस्पांस हो जाता है।
जी सर।
आप यू डोंट गिव टाइम टू स्ट्रक्चर योर रिस्पांस प्रॉपर्ली
अंडरस्टूड सर।
कि क्या व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन बीइंग आस्क्ड और व्हाट द इंटरव्यूअर इज वांटिंग टू नो फ्रॉम यू।
Understood.
or what should be my structured response towards that.
And
आपको लगता है अंदर से कि क्वेश्चन आया और मुझे बोलना है चले जाना है बोलते आप उसको स्ट्रक्चर
structure दे
ठीक है,
और
ma'am.
because you're very fluent, so you don't have that extra microsecond to think during that
जी
time
सर,
either.
जी सर.
So if you can like थोड़ा सा
Time ले लें.
कर देंगे तो वो those microseconds between words will help you
Recollect all the points.
declutter your verbosity and process the ideas better. Otherwise, we strongly feel that you should be given the best marks the second you walk into the room.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, हाईली ऑब्लाइज सर, थैंक यू. बट सर मैं दो चीज़ें थोड़ा डिस्कस आप तीनों से करना चाहते हैं सर. एक तो मुझे लगता है कि शायद मेरी बोलने की स्पीड थोड़ी ज़्यादा है क्या सर?
तो बोल ही रहे थे ना.
तो बोल ही रहे हैं हम.
तो उससे आपका नुकसान ये नहीं हो रहा है. You are not.
ठीक है, मतलब ऑडिबिलिटी में मैम क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है?
Audibility में कोई
There is no problem for us to comprehend what you are saying.
ठीक
You
है
are
सर.
not that quick
ठीक है
that
सर.
it becomes uncomfortable for the other person to understand. But
Okay,
the
sir.
point is that it becomes a problem for you.
For me,
that
sir.
you struggle to think
पॉइंट वाइज सर.
for points while you are talking because you are not giving yourself that extra microsecond. What else?
अंडरस्टूड सर. सर बस यही एक मेजर मेरा कंसर्न
ये
था
आपका concern
सर.
गलत
एक ओवरऑल सर क्या लगता है आपको सर, जैसे आपने
हमारी
जज किया?
तरफ से तो you are going to crack.
You are already
Yeah,
into the
positive
system,
about-
yaar. Why worry? You are already into the
नहीं सर,
system.
Yeah.
You have to just upgrade yourself that to very little bit.
आपका पिछली बार
नहीं
किससे
नहीं
लिया
वेरी
था?
पॉजिटिव चांसेस है.
सर मैम थे कोई, मुझे नाम तो नहीं पता है, शायद अम्बाला से जो मैम थे वो थे शायद सर. तो
So just you don't have to worry.
पिछली बार वंदना मैम ने लिया था.
हाँ, वंदना
वंदना
मैम ने लिया था. जी सर.
तो वंदना मैम को तो आप पसंद आने ही थे.
पता नहीं सर, आई डोंट नो क्या रीजन था, बट मार्क्स तो रिफ्लेक्ट कर रहे थे कि सर ठीक हुआ था इंटरव्यू. वैसे भी दिया था. आज मुझे सर कुछ जगह इश्यूज पर रियलाइज हुआ कि मेरे आंसर्स क्रिस्प नहीं थे सर, और आई वाज रोमिंग अराउंड द टॉपिक, टू द पॉइंट नहीं आ पा रहा था. मुझे लगता है सर शायद उसका एक रीजन ये है कि मैंने बहुत रिसेंट में अभी ब्रश अप नहीं किया, व्हिच आई एम गोइंग टू डू सर.
When you are not very sure of the answer, that confidence level is not there, then you tend to wobble around.
नहीं आप
जी सर,
क्वेश्चन
that's
सुन के ना पॉज दो उसको
ठीक है मैम.
few seconds का.
जी मैम.
Then you start speaking.
ठीक. एक मैम मैं थोड़ा ये भी सोच रहा था कि अभी सिंस आई हैव 6-7 डेज विद मी, क्योंकि मेरा थर्ड को है मैम, तो मुझे ना करंट थोड़ा भी रिवाइज करना है. बट क्योंकि इन्होंने कहा था, जैसे CBL में बात हुई थी, ये कहते हैं कि हम लोग फिर क्लोज कर देंगे तो आप अर्ली ले लो. तो मैंने सर इसलिए आज
कोई
आज का
मसला
ठीक
प्लान.
अच्छा, you are getting more time for your
जी सर.
self assessment, and now you have got the idea as to where you
I am
have
lagging,
to
sir.
lay more stress.
सर.
तो अभी ज्यादा टाइम मिल गया, you go ahead with it.
You
sir.
can coordinate with Manisha ma'am.
जी.
She can give you few PDFs
ठीक है सर.
for Haryana as well as for India, and those current affairs should be more than sufficient. If you can quickly skim through
जी
those
sir,
current affairs,
जी
they
sir.
should be more than sufficient for you as far as the interview is concerned.
Right, sir.
I can tell you that anything they ask you in the interview from current affairs beyond those PDFs, if you gracefully say that I've not heard of it,
There is no issue sir.
there's no issue. But if you
ठीक
say
है.
that I've not heard of Jan protest,
जी सर.
if you say that, like say I've not heard of say who's come to India on 26th Jan as a chief guest,
Chief
or
guest.
things like this,
Right, sir.
or say you don't know who's getting Padma Shri or Padma Vibhushan or Padma Bhushan and so on, then
Right,
there
sir.
is problem.
Right,
तो
sir.
हम वो आपको Manisha ma'am she will give
मुझे
you
लगता है rather than saying कि I haven't heard about it, you should say कि I am not aware right
Aware
now.
of it.
मैम इसमें मैं आपको अभी इस वीक का एक केस बताता हूँ. As UPSC interviews are also going on, in UPSC interview, I'm not talking about Haryana HCS, in UPSC interview, by the end of the day, abhi last week, one of the board members got so frustrated. Student kept on saying, all the students kept on saying, sir, right now I cannot recall, I cannot recall. He said, oh भाई UPSC interview आज नहीं कॉल करेगा, कब रिकॉल करेगा. So the point is कि yes, मतलब I totally agree कि जैसे multiple आप वो कि जो आपको नहीं पता
उसका अलग phrases use कर ले.
एक को मत करना.
मैं समझ गया मैम. सर एक आप तीनों
बहुत
को
अच्छा मैम ने बोला कि आप
अलग phrases हो जाए, मतलब
अलग यूज कर लेना.
ठीक है. सर
एंड
एक
गेस वर्ड मत यूज करना. वैसे आपने किया नहीं है, लेकिन
yes,
मैक्सिमम कैंडिडेट्स यहाँ करते हैं कि आई
Yes,
कैन गेस,
हम
या मैम मैं गेस कर सकता हूँ. आपने गेस
नहीं करना, नहीं आता. I believe हो जाएगा.
आई थिंक.
ठीक है. सर एक आप तीनों को ओवरऑल कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल में तो कोई
सब
इशू नहीं
बढ़िया.
लगा
नहीं,
सर?
सब
बाकी सब बढ़िया है.
Confidence ठीक है.
But these are the only few peripheral issue.
brush up करो
वो मैं कर लूंगा सर, मेरे पास आई हैव अ वीक विद मी, तो मैंने अब करंट लेके ही बैठना है सर, तो
Yeah,
मैं कर नहीं
So
पाया था।
your
You'll do
behavior, your body language is fine. Your personal profile is pretty impressive. Academic knowledge is where you will work.
I will work, sir.
In the coming week. Your verbal communication is again verbosity. You will have to take care of. Everything else is fine. Too much of guesswork is something.
Right, I will work upon it, sir.
And we hope your intellectual and moral integrity is something that is upright, and so is your balance of judgment. Your critical assimilation is fine, so you'll be fine.
सर एक मेरा एक एप्रीहेंशन और है कि कुछ लोग जैसे सम फ्रेंड्स ऑफ माइंड से कि अगर आप ब्लॉक डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर के बारे में बोलते हो तो दैट कुड बी ए नेगेटिव थिंग कि आप ऑलरेडी सर्विसेज में हो और आप दोबारा यहाँ आ रहे हो, एक सीट आपकी वो वेकेंट हो जाती है।
पर आप ऐसे तो नहीं कह सकते कि मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा, आप जो हो
नहीं, वो तो पता ही है that everything is in front of them only whether you say it or not. And in any case, they will ask you a question on the same or on similar lines. So you should be prepared for the
And you
answer.
are not the only
तो
one.
ऐसे तो बहुत लोग आईपीएस होते हैं लेकिन वो आईएएस के लिए करते हैं ना ट्राई।
जी मैम बिल्कुल
तो
करते
फिर?
हैं जी, मतलब मैं हाइड करने की बात नहीं कर रहा, एक्स्ट्रा एम्फेसाइज करने के लिए मैं
Your
पूछ रहा
answer
हूँ।
was fine.
नहीं, वो तो जब आपसे ये पूछा जाएगा कि इंट्रोड्यूस करो तो ये तो बताना ही पड़ेगा ना।
जी
They also your answer was fine that I'm aspiring for better. There's nothing wrong in that. You're not the only one. I have students who are DSPs.
जी
They are
सर,
appearing. They will be taking interview with you.
जी सर, जी सर,
So if DSPs are taking, why not you?
राइट सर,
ऐसा तो
Understood,
कुछ वही नहीं है. Don't be apologetic about it. वो तो अच्छा है.
जी सर,
हाँ?
Everybody looks for professional
Avenues, sir.
accreditation. Yeah. So
Sir.
what?
अंडरस्टूड सर,
Okay.
थैंक यू सो मच
Okay,
सर,
wish you all the
थैंक यू मैम,
best.
थैंक यू,
Thank
All
you
the best.
so much. All the best.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू।
Bye. Bye.